Guys, what's up? I know I've been slacking on this video. Told you guys I was going to get you a video here soon. I had some shop troubles, but here we go. We got you a video here. If you're trying to get started at lamp working, I've got a video showing you what tools you might want to have in your arsenal. So, here we go, starting here. Well, you can see a quick view of everything here. And I'm not going to show you everything, of course, because not everything is for glass blowing. But, starting on the left, I have my marver. This, I believe, is a 3 by 4 inch plate on there, and I want to say a, I don't know, 10 to 12 inch handle. Then I've got my infinite rim marble mold. This is an awesome marble mold. This is 1.5 inches in diameter, and it really does an awesome job. It's not exactly a sphere that goes through there. It's a cone that goes down inside there, so you can shape different size marbles all with this this same mold. Next, I've got my grabbers. I don't remember what size these were. I want to say they're medium size grabbers. But I got these on Mountain Glass. I got most of this stuff through mountainglass.com, but there's a couple other sites I'd recommend checking out for like color or some clear and whatnot, or maybe some other tools as well. Here is a blast shield bowl push that I have also. I want to say that's 3/4 inch, maybe a little bit less, probably like 5/8. I've got my octagonal reamer. I do not recall what size I have this at, but I do also have a larger one that I would recommend purchasing as well to get started. Got my pencil reamer here. These things are super cheap, probably like, I don't know, super cheap anyway. Last you a while as long as you're taking good care of them. Don't be dropping them on the ground, they will break. Got my tweezers. Got my scissors. I use these for cutting out my disc, cutting out my pillows and whatnot. Got some beeswax here. If you're trying to shape any joints or do anything like that, or just keep your tools clean, nice and clean, and not leaving a bunch of residue all over your glass, I'd recommend waxing your tools. Next, I've got a tungsten pick. I want to say this is a 1/8 inch tungsten pick. I use this for doing small movements or pushing some glass around when I'm doing like my fillas or whatnot, or if I need to expand a bowl hole or something like that, I'll use this. Or you can actually push a bowl hole with these as well. I've done that before. I don't necessarily like it. Then we've got a scoring knife here. I use this to score my rods and cut them, or tubing as well. Show you that stuff in a later video. We've got some pliers here. Also, I use these for cutting just small rods and whatnot. I usually have some needle nose pliers, but these are the only ones I have around right now. Like I said, I'm missing a couple tools from my arsenal. Here I've got just a little tool that I think it was just a dabbing tool. I don't know how I acquired this. I think a friend gave this to me, but I use this for it definitely looks like a dabbing tool on the end. I use this for shaping different sculptural work and stuff like that. This was a donated plate. I had all my equipment stolen about 3 months, or excuse me, a year and 3 months in, and someone donated this to help me get back on my feet. I'll probably end up paying that forward soon. I don't use it too much. But that's a marvering plate. I'm guessing it was on a handle at one point, and it looks to be about, I don't know, 4 by 6 or something like that. Then we've got a glove here. I believe this goes up to 1750 is what it'll retain, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd recommend that glove necessarily, but get some hot gloves for sure. You're going to need to hold on to some hot stuff eventually. Got my another marble mold here. I use this for shaping some of the smaller marbles that won't necessarily fit in that the infinite rim, and I believe that goes up to like 2 inches. I want to say anywhere from I don't know what size that is, maybe 1/2 inch to 2 inches. There's 6 different holes there. Got my bucket here, my water bucket. You're going to need that to discard all your hot waste. Then I've got a large marvering plate there that that's my primary plate that I'll use. I use that for flattening out my disc and for my marbles anyway. I don't know if you've watched the Kabuki video. I'd recommend watching that. You'll see him marbling down those disc on that plate as well. And then let's see, I don't think I've got any more tools besides the torch here. I've got a Mirage, a GTT Mirage. I had started off with the Delta. I like the Delta a lot, but to be honest, I think the Mirage I like a little bit better. But the Delta was stolen, so I didn't have enough money to get the Delta to replace it. But like I said, I ended up liking the Mirage better anyway, so it worked out. And then just a little bit more. I start off some glass. Some glass you might want to start off is some 9.5 mil. This is 9.5 by 2. I use that for handles, for my fillers and stuff. I'll use that, and I'll go up to some 19 millimeter tube right here that I've got underneath it. So basically I'll attach those, and I'll work my fillers off of that. Then I've got some 12 millimeter tubing as well. I believe that's 2.2 millimeters thick. I want to say that's probably Cymax. I work with Cymax or Shot. I don't try to mix the two, but I do work with both of them. If you're trying to do some inside-out pipes, I would recommend using some 38 here or some 44 here. I personally like the 44 better, but some people like the 38. It's not as much room to condense down, but I think with the 44s, when you condense it down, you get those pipes just a lot thicker. I like to make a nice thick pipe, but not necessarily my forte anymore. But if you're starting off, I'd recommend those. Also, I've got here kind of a, oh sorry, one of the main tools I forgot. Definitely need to have yourself some boroscopes. Don't be going without any lenses that are meant for glass blowing. Like, that's important. Don't be hurting your eyes. Let's see. Oh yeah, back to this. Another couple sizes you might want to get. You can see right in here I've got some 25 millimeter tubing and then some 50 millimeter tubing. You can make your own back stacks this way. You can kind of see I've got it set up that way. Obviously this isn't a pattern that you would do, like, well, maybe if you want to, but just to kind of show you how you would set up a back stack. You can see those layers, or excuse me, those rods of color just going through there with that 25. So 25, 50 millimeter. You can get bigger than that, but if you're working by hand, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend going over 50 unless you got some large hands. I don't. Other than that, I mean, get yourself some color. Start off with some what you see is what you get colors if you're trying to do some stringer work. If you're trying to do some striking work and like implode and like get some cool effects, I'd recommend, let's see, I don't know if I have anything out here, but just recommend some striking colors for any of those implosions and whatnot. But if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments field. Peace.